What is up, YouTube? Salty Texas back with another pine cone project, and today we are going to take a pine cone and some cool hot pink FX paint that I picked up at Hobby Lobby, and we're going to make another paperweight, but we're going to do the pine cone better this time. If you saw my previous pine cone video, it didn't turn out too good, and I just wanted another shot at it. I really like making these projects, these paperweights that I do. You've seen me do some Lego minifigs in the past, but I really enjoy doing these pine cone projects. You can do a lot of different things with them, and we're going to slowly progress these pine cones to be a little bit more exotic. So picked up this paint. It's absolutely bright hot pink, really like that color, and all we're doing is taking a regular paintbrush and getting in there into all those little nooks and crannies and painting it up the best we can. And for the most part, I wish this would have came in a spray paint. It's going to look kind of ugly at the end of it. So you can see here the paint dried, and it's not really pink anymore. It's not that hot pink color that I wanted it to be. It's more of like a red of some sort versus that of a pink. Even, I know the camera kind of adds some distortion to color at sometimes in certain projects, but this one really didn't turn out the color I wanted to. Here it is out of the pressure pot. We're using East Coast resin on this particular build, and I'm going, it kind of looks like shit a little bit. Not too exciting. But you know how I am on this channel. Our mantra is, even if it's messed up, we're going to continue on. So I was like, okay, screw it. We already used the resin. Let's see what we can actually get out of it. So here we are, going to put a face plate on it, as we typically will do with these projects. Get it on the lathe, turn it down, and let's see what we can do. Every repetition counts. So that's what we're all about on the channel. And here we are, making some slow passes over the initial blank itself, and got beautiful ribbons out of this project. Absolutely beautiful. And you can see them all coming off there, hitting me in the face shield. You know how much I absolutely think safety is #1 priority, obviously. A little bit earlier in my YouTube career, wasn't so much about that face shield, but I've learned you got to use the face shield. So here we are on the reverse, trying to make a tan-in so we can reverse it on the chuck and get everything nice and even. Had a little bit of a problem. I don't know what the deal was on the back end of this mortise, but the chisel wasn't digging into the back of it, so we had a little bit of issue there. And from a previous video, I ended up breaking portion of my square carbide tool, so I had to go back and take out the mini square carbide tool just to get the back end of it completed. But we got a new one in the mail, so don't worry about that. We'll have that probably in the next video. So here we are, just getting that nice edge on the back end. I've learned from doing a lot of these little minifigs that you've seen me do with Legos and my previous pine cone video, that you really got to work the edge, because typically once you reverse it in the chuck, it's kind of a little bit more difficult for you to get back there with the actual round carbide tool once you want to get the edge all nice and flush. So here we are, just taking a good material off on what is going to eventually be the base of the pine cone, and we did enough of that, and now here we are, got it reversed, and we're just going to take off the waste block of the build here. So kind of all over the place. I have been drinking a little bit of Dos Equis, so I apologize for my inept in this commentary. Oh well, it's Thanksgiving. It's actually Thanksgiving. I know you guys are watching this in the summertime, but today is actually Thanksgiving 2020 for me as I do this commentary. But here we are, nonetheless, getting all these cool shavings off, and you can see them all hitting the wall. That's what you want to see when you're turning resin. Cool shavings like that, not the glass, flying off the lathe, making just a giant mess with it. And you can see I'm getting a little bit of nesting there toward the tailstock, having not really an issue, because I've learned to work around that. And here we are, and there was a big enough gap. Instead of just taking the chisel and mowing it down, we just took a regular flathead chisel and removed that super glue from it. Came off real nice and neat, and now we can get to the actual bulk of the project itself, which is taking everything down and getting that nice square shape that we like to see. And if you wait to the end, it actually looks really good. Or you could fast forward to the end and kind of see how it is, but what's the fun in that? So here we are, now we're just basically getting the cone dome, say that 10 times fast, of the actual paperweight itself, taking off that epoxy material. When you initially looked at it, and I'm sure on the thumbnail, it looks like the pine cone is actually a lot bigger than it is. But when you come from a sky view downward of the actual pine cone itself, there's actually a lot of material space between the actual surface of the actual pine cone and the actual outside of the blank itself. So there was a lot of material that we needed to take off, and you can see all of that there just piled up nice and neat. So got it basically worked out to the way that I want. Take the round carbide tool that does a majority of the work on this particular project, and we're just really squaring up that dome, making everything nice, even, and smooth before we get to the horrible part, which is sanding. I actually like sanding these paperweight projects a little bit, actually a hell of a lot more than I do when I'm using actual wood bowl projects, only because everything we are touching is resin, so it makes it a little bit easier to deal with. So here we are, taking it down from 320, gonna go all the way up to the 1500 with the paper, and then we're gonna hit it with the micro mesh like we typically do. And you can see here, not too exciting. So here it is, there toward the end, hitting it with the micro mesh pads, getting everything wet sanded, and getting that clear look that you're typically going for with these particular builds. And East Coast resin, absolutely, you see that? That wood wax ejaculated all over me. Horrible. Be a little bit more careful with that. I'm surprised as many of these as I've done that I still encounter that. So here we are, getting everything nice and polished up the way that we typically like. And here is the final project. It looks amazing. I'm really happy the way it turned out. I'm really happy with the overall structure of the pine cone. Granted, the paint job absolutely sucks. It was really good paint, but I couldn't make it look the exact same way that I wanted. But it was a victory because we did get it into a nice, cool shape, way better than the previous pine cone. So hope you guys liked the project. Hope you guys are doing well, and I'll see you guys in the next project. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next project. Peace. Okay, so project is done, and this pine cone looks absolutely amazing. Let me take these off because I got a lot of echo. So sorry about the echo. It's super late. It's actually Thanksgiving morning. It's Thanksgiving morning. It's 1:30 in the morning here in Texas. Thanksgiving, Thursday, like the 26th, I think. But pine cone looks damn amazing. Not happy with the paint, obviously. I'm sure I went over that in the commentary, but everything else, like, it just looks so damn cool. This is like the greatest paperweight that I've ever made. It looks way cooler than my previous pine cone project that I did. No cracks, no dents. There's the bottom of it. Just really cool color. I wish I would have got a better color, and we're gonna do more pine cones in the future. But man, this looks really cool. Really happy the way this turned out. Not a lot of problems. Looks absolutely amazing. So it's Thanksgiving 2020. You guys won't see this until summer 2021, but man, this looks really good. I hope you guys are having a great summer. Hope you guys ended up having a great Thanksgiving. Stayed safe, all that good stuff. Hope you're still staying safe, and that everybody's doing well. So anyway, pine cone looks absolutely amazing. Hope you guys enjoyed the project. I know I fucking absolutely loved it. Really happy the way this turned out. And hey, don't forget to subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers in 2021. So I'll see you guys in the next project. And peace. All right. Bye.